Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tal and I will tell you about my journey into the spiritual world. I will share experiences, I will post meditations, I will share my experiences in the future in my studies in the Sankara Academy about becoming a therapist. And I will do this both in English and in Hebrew because I do want this content to be accessible to Israeli audience as well as the rest of the world. I feel there's not enough content of that kind in Hebrew, so that's why I will do it. It will be the same video, just in Hebrew, a separate one. If you're wondering why in all my next videos my hair is wet, it's simply because if it wasn't, I would look like this and lose all credibility. So let's begin. The story starts in a relationship of 19 years. Very toxic, very disabling, very confining, very unhealthy. And after 19 years, I broke free about a year and a half ago. Few months after that, I met another woman. I dated her for about 6-7 months. Story about that, if you will want to hear, will be in different videos. That is up to you, but it's not relevant why we didn't stay together. But when we were together, she introduced me for the first time to myself. And among other things, she was 180 degrees from my ex-wife, completely different both in looks and life and grasp of life. But one other thing that she introduced me into is Mose, which, for a lack of a better description, he is an ecstatic dance DJ magician. I fell in love in that music immediately. I was putting that music all day and all night on my drive to work and on my drive back from work, and even during work. Even after we broke up, I still kept on listening, and that is a great shift from heavy metal. Mose has clips of 2 hours, 1.5 hours, stuff like that, from whole sets that he was playing during different festivals and events. And one of them especially pulled me into it, and I was always listening to that one and watching it. And it was from a festival called At a Divine Awakening of 2023. I was looking at that video. It's a 2-hour set, and I see the people dancing, and I'm saying, oh my God, they look so happy. They look like they know what they're going to do in their life. They look like they have a purpose, and they are happy about where they are today. And they just look high, and not from drugs, just high on life. And it was people from all over the world, all genders, all ages, all races. Simply a whole mix of beautiful people. And I said to myself, oh, I really want to be there. So I started looking at this festival. I was looking at its website, and I realized that it's not just a music festival, which that's what I thought, because all I had is this Mose set. But it was a spiritual festival. And I looked deeper into it, and I was investigating a little bit and saying, interesting. And then I put it aside for a while. And still kept on listening and watching that video to the level that sometimes I would put it on a large screen at work, really large, like a wall-sized screen, and just dancing with them, feeling like I am in there. Then a few months later, which is just a couple of months ago, I started feeling a voice from deep within calling, you need to be there. You have to be there. This is your place. This is where you'll find the true purpose of your life here on earth. And I was like, okay, I've never done that before. I've never been abroad alone before. Definitely not in a festival full of foreign people that I don't know. I was in festivals. When I was with my ex-wife, we were going to a festival in Desert Ashram, which is called Pashut, which I will elaborate in a different video if you wish, which was kind of an Osho-based meditations and workshops. I was in sacred singing circles, had a good time with that. But every time I went back home, I became back myself. Very technical, very pragmatic, very square. Not really in touch with the spirituality. I was feeling the spirituality when I was there. When I went back home, not so much. But this calling kept on rising and rising, and the voice became louder and louder and said, you have to be there. I told to my friend, I feel a calling to be there. So I looked back into the website of the festival, and I looked at the promotional video, and I saw that it started with the sentence, you feel a calling. And I'm like, probably coincidence. It's a spiritual festival. They all start their promotional videos with you feel a calling or something of that sort. I look back on promotional videos of past years' festivals. None of them use that sentence. Just this one. That's when it hits me. Okay, I really need to be there. This is no longer a coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. I broke up with my ex-wife when I broke up with her, and I met that other woman when I met her, and I broke up with her when I broke up with her. Everything happened in the right time, even though it's years after I've been living almost half of my life already, doing nothing. So I felt the calling, and I was looking at the prices, and I said, oh my God, this will set me back terribly financially because I'm not rich. I live comfortable, but I definitely don't have extra for that kind of stuff. And I was like, I will have to live next month on bread and salt if I will pay for that ticket. It wasn't that expensive, but it was expensive for me. So I booked it. I took a decision and I said, I need to be there. I feel that I need to be there. This calling is not for nothing. I need to be there. So I booked a ticket before even I booked a flight. And I'm from Israel, so flights is a very, very fragile thing. Tomorrow something can happen. The airport will shut down and I will not be able to fly. A few days after that, I booked a flight. A few days after that, I booked a car because I love to drive and I prefer to be independent and drive on my own and to be able to pick up people that might want a ride to the airport. So I did. And the flight came and nothing happened, so I could fly. And I went to that festival, and that festival changed my life completely. Part of it is the studies that I'm going to start in March. So this is the first part. This is the beginning. First video ever of my channel. I hope you stay tuned for the next videos and have a good day.